at 3:05 p.m., a male driving a rented Home Depot pickup truck entered the West Side Highway bicycle path at Houston Street, began driving southbound, striking a number of pedestrians and bicyclists along the route. At Chambers Street, the truck collided with a school bus, injuring 2 adults and 2 children. After the collision, the driver of the truck, a 29-year-old male, exited the vehicle brandishing 2 handguns. A uniformed police officer assigned to the 1st Precinct confronted the subject and shot him in the abdomen. The subject was wounded and transported to a local hospital. A paintball gun and a pellet gun were recovered at the scene. The subject's identity is not being released at this time, pending further investigation. First, I just want to say that today there was a loss of innocent life in Lower Manhattan. The dead and injured were just going about their days, heading home from work or from school, or enjoying the afternoon sun on bicycles. This is a tragedy of the greatest magnitude for many people, for many families here in New York City and beyond today. I want to commend the response of our NYPD officer that was on post near the location, who stopped the carnage moments after it began. Also, the work of the first responders, including the fire department and EMS personnel, surely helped save additional lives.
A deadly truck attack in Lower Manhattan this afternoon killed 8 people and injured 11 others. New York Police Commissioner James O'Neill detailed how the incident, which is being investigated as possible terrorism, unfolded in a press conference. O'Neill said that at 3:05 p.m., the male suspect, driving a rented Home Depot truck, according to the Co-MPany, turned onto the bike and pedestrian path along the West Side Highway. The driver then proceeded south along the path, plowing into pedestrians and cyclists alike until the vehicle reached the intersection between the bike path and Chambers Street, roughly 3/4 of a mile south. O'Neill said that the truck collided with a school bus at Chambers Street, injuring 2 adults and 2 children. There are no street intersections between the point where the suspect entered and where the vehicle stopped. From there, the suspect exited the truck, appearing to be carrying 2 firearms. O'Neill said that the suspect did make a statement when he exited the vehicle. Sources told ABC News that he shouted Allahu Akbar, which translates from Arabic to mean God is great. The commissioner said that both the nature of the truck incident, which echoes other terror attacks globally, and the statement made by the suspect has enabled us to label this a terrorist attack. A police officer shot the suspect in the abdomen after he exited the vehicle, and he was apprehended. He has since been transported to an undisclosed hospital. O'Neill said that a paintball gun and pellet gun were found at the scene. Multiple law enforcement officials told ABC News that the suspect in custody was identified as 29-year-old Cephalo Spa of Tampa, Florida. 6 people were pronounced dead at the scene, while 2 others died at a nearby hospital.
Let me be clear that based on the information we have at this moment, this was an act of terror, and a particularly cowardly act of terror aimed at innocent civilians, aimed at people going about their lives who had no idea of what was about to hit them. We, at this moment, based on the information we have, we know of 8 innocent people who have lost their lives and over a dozen more injured. We know that this action was intended to break our spirit. But we also know New Yorkers are strong, New Yorkers are resilient, and our spirit will never be moved by an act of violence, an act meant to intimidate us.
And the truth is, New York is an international symbol of freedom and democracy. That's what we are, and we are proud of it. That also makes us a target for those people who oppose those concepts. And we've lived with this before. We felt the pain before. We feel the pain today. But we go forward together, and we go forward stronger than ever.